This is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We continue with part 2 today of qualities of empathic leaders. Leaders that are empathetic towards other people. And we want to speak about those qualities that you need to have as a young man. As a leader, you need to be empathetic to other people. And today I want to start by saying you need to be adaptive to changing moods. People changing moods of your own if you are going to be empathetic to other people. So be adaptive to changing moods. Because this is very, very important because people change moods anytime. And if you're not adaptive at all, you're going to be rigid in your approach. You're going to be rigid in nature as well. And therefore, you're not going to be able to be empathetic to other people. This is very, very important. Realize that in this world, things will change and will adapt. So make sure that you are going to see things changing because somebody might be happy now, but because of something that happens to them, then they become sorrowful. Somebody might be laughing now, but they might in the next minute be crying. But empathetic people don't judge the people because of just what has just happened. Because if somebody was laughing now and happy and all of a sudden they become miserable, you cannot judge them based on that. Now, as a leader, you must be empathetic and be aware that moods can change within a second. And therefore be adaptive to changing moods of people. That even though they were laughing and happy in the 5 minutes past, they might be actually now miserable because what has just dropped in their minds, or maybe an incident that happened because of the call that they just received. So be aware of that and be adaptive as well. Be able actually to approach things differently. And I'm sure many of the people will tell you, especially counselors and pastors and so on, they will tell you that they need to be adaptive as well, because there are times when you are counseling somebody who's excited because God has just blessed them maybe with a car or with the birth of their baby. All of a sudden, after that, then you are going to get somebody who calls you because they've lost a loved one. A loved one has just died. Now, if you're not adaptive with your moods or with changing moods, you're not going to be able to adapt it to align yourself to be compassionate to somebody who has just lost a loved one, because you are just from a counseling where you were dealing with people that were excited because God has just blessed them with a baby born or actually maybe a new car and so on. And your moods are still high there, but yet there is this one now that speaks about a loss of a loved one. You need to be adaptive to changing moods, therefore, and that will help you as a leader because you will be able to adapt. Now, you need to approach through sensing the mood and energy of their team, of your team. Because if your team are actually going through some mood swings, they're through some painful situation as well, you must read those moods. Because there are times when you always know your team to be happy. But this time around, you're looking at them, they're looking miserable. They're looking very unhappy. They're looking very, very hurt, or disappointed or so. You need as a leader to be able to pick up that and be able to be empathetic to them because of that. Because otherwise, if you are not able to adapt or to be adaptive to changing moods, you may not even be able to pick it up from your team that they're not the same anymore. But great leaders, they know their teams. Great leaders, they are aware that their teams are not the same anymore, that the mood has changed, and they will be adaptive to the mood and also be able to find out what has happened in between. And this is very key, that as a young man, you learn to become empathetic leader in this manner, whereby you are able to be adaptive to changing moods and therefore be able to identify when moods are not the same anymore. Their energy level and how they look and how they speak, how they communicate, that will actually communicate to you that they are not okay at all, and therefore you need to intervene and do something. So seek input on plans and don't be afraid to hold or to reflect or to adjust as well based on the feedback that you get. Because sometimes you need to really approach them, find out on what they're going through, and be able to sit back and reflect, be able also to adjust and based on the feedback that they've given you. and be able to be empathetic as well in an area where you need to be empathetic to them. That's very key. As a leader, that's very, very key, that you become adaptive to the moods. And secondly, you need to be altruistic first as a leader, if you're empathetic enough. Now, what do we mean about being altruistic? Look to help others in need before you help yourself. Because there are times whereby there are leaders that want to gain first before everybody gains. They want to loot first before everybody else. And we have seen this in political cycles. Now, a great empathetic leader is actually concerned about the people first before they are concerned about themselves. And we have seen politicians who will speak about our people, but yet they are looting the coffers of the fiscals and they don't care about the people. And that's not altruistic enough. When we speak about being altruistic, we speak about, please care for others first before you even think of caring for yourself. And this is very important. So believers and understands that we need help at some point, and we're happy to cross the line and of our comfort zone to help others. And that's very, very important. When you are able to know that you need to cross your lines of helping others, because you can help yourself, that's okay. But it's very important that you look at other people, what they need help for. And don't be stingy with your help. Be able to open your arms for each and every one and help the people that needs to be helped. And that's compassionate leading. You are able to see people that needs more resources than you. You are able to share your resources that other people need more than you. Because there are those things that you have that you may not be able to use now. For instance, you have in clothing and somebody else is needing more clothes than you, and you've got a wardrobe full. So please be sharing and be altruistic first, in the sense of choosing other people's desires or needs before yours. And that's very, very important, that you cater for them. Supply them with the needs. Be a giver at heart. And please be able to give resources of things that people need more than you, as I've said. And if it's clothes, somebody needs clothes more, give them. If somebody needs the money that you have more, so please give them. That's very, very important that we emphasize that as well. So be able, therefore, to see that a colleague needs help more than you do. So therefore, stretch forth your hand, be a giver. And don't want to gain out of every situation. There are situations that you have to be charitable in, whereby you have to give unto others charitably and not seek for reward in everything that you do. And this is very important, because when we speak about helping, we're speaking about self-sacrifice. We're speaking about something that you're able to do for others without going to get anything to gain from. So when you are always conscious about what is it in for me, you are going not to be altruistic. So you're not going to be able to help others. You're going to be selfish. You're going to be garnering things for yourself. But please make sure that you are able to open up your arms and make sure that you help others. So you gain energy from helping others. And that is actually encouraging, because when you have learned to help others, it actually gives you energy. It encourages you. It makes you feel like you want to go on and continue in life. It makes you feel you want to do more in life. And majority of the people that have actually learned to help others, they'll tell you they take solace and energy in that. And they are encouraged to wake up in the morning every day because they look forward to helping other people. And that's the type of compassionate leader that you need to be. And compassionate leaders are like that. They are altruistic first. They are actually more careful about helping other people than helping themselves. They are not selfish. They are not actually holding back. They are actually giving themselves away. And they are sacrificial in nature, therefore. And they are able to sacrifice for others. And I'm sure you understand that, and you'll be one of those. I want to end up here today, your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. I hope you'll join us tomorrow as we deal with part 3, and you will learn from this. But remember also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you click there, subscribe, and also like our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane. And please like those Facebook pages. Make sure that you also click notification button that you may be notified when we post the teachings again, continuing going forward. And you will learn out of those. I want to check out right here. Once more, your host, Micornus Phokane. Allow me to say cheers for now.